What's going on, people, and welcome back to another episode of Predict the Prem as another international break comes to a close. Another one coming probably in about 4 weeks' time, but at least this one, we can close the book on this one. Only one more to go until we can see Premier League football non-stop for quite a while, and I cannot wait for that. But the international break is over, and let's get back to Premier League football. Let's get back to our predictions, and let's bring up what the scores are at the moment. It is 100 points to Simeon, finished on a very round number before the last international break, and I'm on 87. And just to let you know how the scoring works, it is 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result on both teams to score, and 1 point for a correct result as well. We have our star men as well, which is 2 points for a goal scorer and 1 point for an assist as well. So let's get straight into it, and let's start off with Watford against Liverpool. I have gone for 3-0 to Liverpool.
I'm on 3-1. Just gone for Watford to get that one goal because it's Ranieri's first game. Maybe they'll be up for it. So that's why I've gone for it. But yeah, look, Liverpool are definitely going to win this game, and they're in good form. I think they're playing very well at the moment. So yeah, it has to be Liverpool.
Yeah, I went for 3-0. I think that Liverpool, the squad, are really going to look at this game for a bit of revenge, seeing as Watford were the ones that broke their duck last time with a 3-0 win. So I've gone for a reverse of that for 3-0 away at Vicarage Road. But I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. Let's move on to Aston Villa against Wolves, and exactly the same scoreline we've gone for.
Yeah, 1-1. Yeah, it's a close one, isn't it? Very close, because what Wolves are playing well. Villa, apart from their loss to Spurs, have been in good form as well. So it's a tough one to call. I think the way both sides play, there should be a close game. So I think I've just gone for a 1-1.
Yeah, it's hard to split the two. I think I was flirting between 1-1 and 2-2. But Wolves' defence, actually, I know they haven't been winning a lot, but their defence does seem a bit quite solid. Their attack is where it's really been letting them down. But Raul Jimenez is really starting to get to grips with the season now. Aston Villa, you don't know if they're going to blow hot or cold. You don't know, because last week against Tottenham, I thought they weren't great. I mean, they weren't that bad, but they weren't great. But the 2 weeks before that, in the 2 games before that, they were really good. So you don't really know which Villa do turn up. But if the good side of Villa do turn up, I think they might actually sneak this one. But I've gone for 1-1.
All right.
Let's move over to Leicester against Man United. Again, the exact same score lines. I mean,
2-2.
My reasoning behind this is that Man United have not impressed me really of late. Leicester haven't really been impressive me of late as well. But with Varane and potentially Maguire out injured as well, I can really see a lot of goals in this game. Leicester, their defence haven't been settled all season, so I can't really split the two, and I expect goals.
Well, Brendan Rodgers, apparently he's going to reject the chance to join Newcastle. You can't see him being tempted by that just yet.
It all depends. I don't think he'll jump ship midway through the season. Maybe potentially end of the season.
Over the international break, there's even talk of Leicester fans, calling for his head or putting him under pressure.
Nah, that's a bit too far in my opinion. I think he's done a brilliant job at Leicester. Yes, they haven't had the start of the season which they would have wanted, but you got to put faith in the manager. If I was a Leicester fan,
with the bad end to last, they keep bottling it when the going gets tough in the last embers of the season, and if they ever do a bad start. Is it a bit like Pochettino syndrome where they have a bad end to one season and a bad start to another and that's it?
I think it'll be a big mistake if they get rid of Brendan Rodgers. I firmly believe that. And I think, look, they had a bad end to last season, bad start to this season, but he's still a very, very good manager. And, we would have bitten off their hand for him in the summer, wouldn't we?
That's for sure. That's for sure. I think we tried, didn't we? Apparently he's on the short list to replace Guardiola.
Well, there you go. No, not really, to be honest. I mean, when you look at the managers around, especially ones with Premier League experience, he's probably definitely one that they'll be looking at. Plays good football at times. Not only does he play good football, but can find different ways to play football as well that suit the team. So I think he's a very good manager. Yes, he bottled it at Liverpool. Yes, he has bottled it at Leicester. But I think, with the riches of Man City, if he does go there, I think it's recipe for success. I do.
I am surprised, actually. I don't know if he's that level.
I think he can be. I think he can be. I think he very closely won the league with Liverpool. Yes, they bottled it in the last couple of games. Fair enough.
And he got sacked.
He got sacked, yeah. But the Leicester, he's taken Leicester to new heights.
They won the league.
I know they won the league. That was a one-off, but he had consistently taken Leicester to bigger heights.
Yeah, he's done very well with Leicester, but I think he's always who did a better job, Pochettino at Spurs or Rodgers at Leicester?
Pochettino.
Yeah, because I think he got over the line of actually getting regular top four, whereas Rodgers hasn't been able to do that. I don't know. I just feel like
but Poch, in my opinion, Poch had a much better starting 11 than Leicester have right now, and Tottenham were much further along than Leicester were as well.
I don't know. When he took over at Leicester, they weren't no ones. They were champions. They'd just been in the Champions League.
Yeah, for their first time ever, they've been in the Champions League. It's not like when Pochettino took over, we weren't doing great, but we're always a team with aspirations for Champions League football year in, year out. Like, they weren't. They were lucky to be there for 1 year, and the fan base knew that.
Yeah, but they finished. I don't know. I don't know if he's ready for. I don't know if he's good enough for Man. I reckon if he went to Man City, I reckon he would be gone within a couple of years. I reckon. That's my prediction.
Interesting. I think
he's a good manager.
I think he could definitely win the league there.
I don't know. I've got a feeling I reckon they wouldn't like him.
All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move on to Manchester City against Burnley. Again, we have gone for the same scoreline. Bloody hell. 5-0. I think it's been 5-0 for the past 3 or 4 games between these two sides. And I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah, I've gone for, I think it's got to be Man City to win and Burnley not to score. Burnley's still winless. I think it's got to be Man City's game, this one. They're going to they always batter Burnley whenever they play against them, especially at home. Yeah. So can't see anything but another battering.
Yeah. Norwich against Brighton. I've gone for 3-1. You've gone for 2-1. So very close. Our predictions are bloody close this week, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I've gone a bit tighter game. I just think Norwich, again, I feel like they're going to want to try their best to try and get a result. Still only got 1 point in 7. They got their first point against Burnley. I think it will be a bit tight, but I think Brighton's quality are just going to shine through in the end.
Yeah, I think Brighton, after the last couple of results, draw against Crystal Palace, draw against Arsenal, I think they'll get back to winning ways this weekend, and I think they'll do it quite convincingly against probably the poorest side in the Premier League in Norwich. So I'm gone for 3-1. My brother's gone for 2-1. Let me know your predictions in the comment section below. Let's move over to Southampton against Leeds. A very different score from us this week. I've gone for 1-0 to Leeds. And you have gone for 2-2.
Yep, I've gone for Southampton to get something out of the game. I think there will be goals. I think both Leeds got their first win against Watford. It was only 1-0. Southampton winless still, but still creditable draws against Man City and Man United. And they were very unlucky, I thought, against Chelsea not to come away with anything. The red card really stopping them in their tracks. I guess actually without Ward-Prowse, so it's going to be a struggle. But I reckon the two attacking sides, it's going to be a fun game, and I reckon it's going to be a score draw. Yeah,
that's the thing. I've been saying these kind of reasonings for Leeds all season. It just hasn't seemed to work out. I mean, they haven't been that great going forward. They haven't been that great at the back either. But I think the tide is starting to slightly turn with Leeds a bit. I know they only won 1-0 last week, but I think they should have won more. They definitely should have scored more in that game. On the flip side, Southampton, they seem to raise their game when they play a team in like the top 4, top 6. But I don't think Leeds are of that ilk. And I think Southampton will be coming into this game thinking they can get points. But I think Leeds are actually going to stifle Southampton. I think it's just going to be a 1-0 win.
All right.
Let's move on. The last game on the Saturday, the 5:30 kickoff, Brentford at home to Chelsea in a West London derby. I've gone for 2-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I've gone 3-1. I've gone a bit more of a difference, and I just think that Chelsea will have a bit more solidity than Liverpool had, who went a bit gung-ho against Brentford and in the end came a bit unstuck. I think Chelsea are going to be a bit more solid, so but I've gone for that's what I've gone for 3-1. But I still think with the class they have, they should be getting a few goals.
I've not been impressed with Chelsea last couple of games, albeit they have had very hard games, let's be honest. But even against Southampton, I wasn't that impressed up until the sending off. Brentford, on the other hand, I've been super impressed with them. That 3-3 draw with Liverpool, one of the games of the season so far, really showed their kind of attacking nous. They did. And I think
West Ham, didn't they?
Yeah, they beat West Ham as well. So I think that Brentford, they're going to come out all guns blazing in this game. I think they might get a goal, but I think Chelsea are just going to nick it with their kind of Thomas Tuchel really coming through in this game. And it'll be a good result for Chelsea away at Brentford. It really will.
I've been told, by the way, it's Tuchel.
Oh, it's Tuchel.
Yeah,
who have you been told by?
A lot of people keep saying to me, it's Tuchel, not Tuchel.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Tuchel's the wrong way to pronounce it.
Well. Let's move over to Sunday. Everton against West Ham, both going for draws, but I've gone for a Desmond and you've gone for 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. I've gone. I think it'll be a tight game. West Ham will want a response to their loss to Brentford. Everton seem very, very solid at the moment. Very good draw against Man United, even without their 2 star players. But I think that this will provide different kind of tests against West Ham, and I think it'll be a tight game, and so I've just gone for 1-1.
Yeah, I can actually see a lot of goals in this game. West Ham going forward looking good. I mean, Antonio hasn't gotten the score sheet, has he, the last couple of games? But I think he'll be back in the goals this weekend. And also Everton as well. Andros Townsend can't stop scoring. Damari Gray playing really well at the moment. And is Calvert-Lewin back for this weekend?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But even without Calvert-Lewin, they seem to be finding goals from somewhere. So I can't really split the sides, but I think this will be a really good game for the neutral. I'm going 2-2.
All right.
Last game on the Sunday, which is Newcastle against Spurs, or should I say Moneybags Newcastle against Spurs. I've gone for 2-1 to Spurs.
Yeah, I've gone for Spurs to shade it 3-2. I'm expecting goals. I think Newcastle's going to be so up for it.
3-2 a Nuno ball.
Yeah, I think they're going to be so up for it, Newcastle. That's what I'm worried about. Because they're obviously, before this game you would have said, they're down and they're not playing well, they're still winless, but it's changed everything, this ownership. You saw the celebrating in the streets, the game sold out, so it's going to be difficult, very difficult, but I just think, I'm just praying our superior quality shines through.
Yeah, that's all I'm going on at the moment. I mean, seeing the scenes out in Newcastle during the week, look, I can't say I'm not jealous, because I am, but I am very happy for the Newcastle fans as well, because they deserve it. They've been in the wilderness for so long now. They've been protesting against Mike Ashley for so long now. So it's good to get these kind of men out of great football clubs like Newcastle, because they are a great football club. But on the game, I think Newcastle are going to come with a lot of passion in this game, with the fans backing them, the 12th man on the pitch. But I'm just going to go for a 2-1, just because of when I predicted the draw against Aston Villa, we won. I felt like I was cheating on my missus. So I'm going for a win in this one.
There we go.
Last game of the weekend, Arsenal against Crystal Palace. Again, we've gone for draws, but this time it's the other way round. Sim's gone for 2-2 and I've gone for 1-1.
Yeah, I think a bit more open, a bit more entertaining this one, I expect. Palace had some very good draws recently against the likes of Leicester and against Brighton. And obviously beating Spurs. So I think they're starting to play some really good stuff at the moment, Palace. I reckon Arsenal could have their work out, but Arsenal as well, I'm beating in 4. So it's tough to call exactly. That's why I've gone for a draw, I think. But I think Arsenal will think this will be an easier game than it will be, and it will leave a lot of space open for the likes of Olise and Zaha and them lot and Edouard to really punish them. So I think 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced by, a lot of people saying, yeah, Arsenal back on track, Arsenal looking good at the moment. I'm not buying that at all. I'm really not. They had 2 wins against Burnley and Norwich, the 2 probably worst teams in the Premier League so far. They got a very convincing win against us, where we just didn't show up whatsoever. But credit to them, because they look good. They did look good, but we completely let them play. We didn't play with the midfield. And then they didn't look good against Brighton last week, which not many teams have looked good against Brighton, to be fair to them. But I felt like they struggled and definitely should have lost that game. And I think it's going to be similar this weekend. I really do. I think Crystal Palace, they're energetic. They go for you. They press. I mean, they're a really, really exciting team. Hard nut to crack. And I think that I was flirting with the Crystal Palace win, but I settled with a 1-1 draw.
2-1 Palace I was flirting with, but I thought 2-2.
Yeah.
I'll go for it. Star men.
I have gone for Riyad Mahrez.
See, I've gone for, really frustratingly, I've gone for Gabriel Jesus, and I actually don't think he'll play now, because he's playing for Brazil, so I could be screwed a bit. But I wanted to go for a City player. I was thinking Ferran Torres or Jesus, and I went for Jesus. I thought he's going to be out playing up front, but I don't know. I'm just hoping he plays. I'm hoping he's back. I have a feeling he won't be. I'm a bit annoyed, but we'll see.
Apparently, from what I'm hearing, Brazil's been taken off the
it doesn't matter.
red list.
Doesn't matter. He's playing on Friday and they're playing Saturday. So.
I mean, I was also flirting with Ferran Torres. Gabriel Jesus didn't really come into my thinking for some reason, but the reason I've gone for Riyad Mahrez is because the last 2 years when they've beaten Burnley 5-0, he's scored 5 goals. And I think if Mahrez plays, I think he's going to get a goal.
He scored 5 goals?
Yeah, he scored a hat-trick last year, I believe, and 2 goals the year before.
Impressive.
So that's why I've gone for Riyad Mahrez. I said it was going to be someone out the box, and I thought it was someone that you hadn't thought of, and it was. So hopefully my thinking comes through. But for all my luck, he's probably not even going to play. So we'll see what happens. It's like Pep Roulette with Man City as well. You never know who's going to play.
It's true.
So it's a dodgy one. It is dodgy because you never know who's going to play. But if he does play, I do strongly think he's going to be on the score sheet. So that is our Predict the Prem. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. I want to know your star men as well in the comment section below, and let me know who you think is going to finish on top this week between me and Sim. Let me know all that in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.